Welcome back to our channel. Today, we explore the most powerful tool you have for healing, peace, and connection. It is something you are doing right now, yet you probably aren't thinking about it. It is your breath. We often think of breathing as just a physical thing our body does to stay alive. But in the world of oneness, the breath is the bridge. It is the invisible thread that ties you to the trees, to the stars, and to every other human being on this planet. Most of us feel lonely because we think we are trapped inside our skin. We feel like we are in here and the rest of the world is out there. But today, we are going to do some deep mind cleaning. We will realize that every time you inhale, the world enters you. Every time you exhale, you enter the world. There is no wall. There is only a single, shared life. Today, I will show you how to connect to everyone and everything in a single breath. The first thing we must realize is that the air is not empty space. We think that the distance between you and me is nothing, but it is actually filled with the very thing that keeps us alive. Think about the air as a giant, invisible ocean. Every living creature is swimming in this same ocean. When you take a breath, you are taking in atoms that were once inside a mountain, a bird, or a person living on the other side of the earth. There is no such thing as my air or your air. There is only the air. This is the physical proof of oneness. We like to pretend we are separate because of our different names and faces, but our lungs know the truth. Our lungs do not check for a passport or a religion before they accept a breath. They simply receive the gift of life. This is the ultimate lesson in humility. The false self wants to be special and separate, but the breath reminds us that we are all feeding from the same table. To connect to everyone in a single breath, you must first unlearn the idea that you are a closed box. When you practice mind cleaning, you start to see that your skin is not a wall, it is a doorway. As you breathe in, imagine you are pulling in the strength of the oak trees and the peace of the deep valleys. As you breathe out, imagine you are sending your own peace back out to the city streets and the quiet homes of strangers. In this exchange, the me disappears. There is only the flow. When you realize that the breath moving through you right now is the same breath moving through your enemy or a stranger, the walls of judgment start to fall down. You realize that at the most basic level, we are all breathing each other. We are a single organism, a single body of life, held together by this invisible bridge. To know the breath is to know that you can never truly be alone. Most people carry a lot of heavy air in their minds. They are breathing in the pollution of stress, the dust of old memories, and the smoke of future worries. Their breath is shallow because their minds are cluttered. Mind cleaning is not something you do once a year. It is something you can do with every single breath. Each inhale is a chance to start your life over. Each exhale is a chance to let go of everything that no longer serves the great life. Imagine that your breath is like a broom. When you breathe in deeply, you are bringing light into the dark corners of your body. You are bringing the presence of the source into your chest, your stomach, and your mind. As you hold that breath for a second, you are soaking in the stillness. Then, as you exhale, you are sweeping out the false self's fears. You are sweeping out the need to be right, the need to be noticed, and the need to control. This is how the breath heals the soul. It clears away the noise so you can hear the secret language of peace. When your mind is clean, your breath becomes deeper and slower. You begin to vibrate at the same frequency as nature. Have you ever sat by the ocean and noticed how your breathing starts to match the waves? That is not an accident. That is your spirit remembering its oneness with the earth. By using the breath as a tool for mind cleaning, you stop being a victim of your thoughts. You realize that thoughts are like clouds, but the breath is like the wide, open sky. Clouds come and go, storms come and go, but the sky is always there, clear, vast, and silent. Connecting to everyone through the breath means realizing that we all share the same sky. Underneath all our different thoughts, we are all resting in the same silent awareness. Many people focus only on what they get from the breath. They focus on the inhale, but the true secret of connection is in the exhale. The exhale is your gift to the world. In the forest, the trees exhale the oxygen that we need to live. In return, we exhale what the trees need. This is a perfect circle of love and support. It is a constant conversation of oneness. When you understand this, your exhale becomes a prayer. To connect to everyone in a single breath, you must use your exhale as a way to give yourself away. Most of the time, the false self is trying to protect itself. It is tight and tense, but you cannot exhale fully if you are tense. You have to let go. You have to trust that the next breath will be there for you. This trust is the foundation of spiritual life. When you exhale, you are saying to the universe, I trust you. I am part of you. I don't need to hold on so tight. As you exhale, you can mentally send out a frequency of peace to the world. Think of someone who is suffering right now. As you breathe out, imagine you are sending the oxygen of hope to their spirit. Think of a place where there is conflict. As you breathe out, imagine you are sending a cool breeze of stillness to that land. Because we are all connected in the great life, your intention travels on the wings of your breath. You aren't just a person sitting in a chair. You are a station of peace, broadcasting harmony to the entire planet. This is the life that never dies in action. It is the realization that your energy is not stuck in your body, it is moving, flowing, and touching everything. When you exhale with love, you are literally feeding the soul of the world. You are participating in the great dance of the source. Finally, we must realize that the breath is the closest thing we have to a physical touch from the source. It is the great life moving through us. We don't have to try to breathe. Even when we are asleep, the life in us continues to breathe us. This shows us that we are being looked after by a power much greater than our small self. To connect to everyone, we must realize that this same power is breathing every person on earth. When you look at another person, don't just look at their clothes or their face. Look at the rise and fall of their chest. See that they are being breathed by the same source as you. This is the end of all hate. How can you stay angry at someone when you see that they are sharing the same life force? We are all like different pipes in a giant organ. The air is the same, but the music sounds different through each pipe. One pipe is high, one is low, one is loud, one is quiet. But without the air, there is no music at all. By staying aware of the breath, you stay in a state of oneness. You stop living in the small room of your problems and you step into the great hall of existence. You realize that you don't have to find God or find peace, you just have to stop blocking the breath. This is the ultimate mind-cleaning realization. The peace you seek is already moving in and out of your lungs every 3 seconds. Every breath is an invitation to come home. Every breath is a reminder that you are a vital, loved, and necessary part of the one. As you go through your day, remember, you are never more than one breath away from total connection. You are never more than one breath away from the life that never dies. You are the breath, you are the breather, and you are the air itself. As we finish our time together, inhale peace. Exhale fear. Inhale oneness. Exhale separation. Inhale the source. Exhale love. You are now connected to everyone who has ever watched this video, and everyone who ever will. You are connected to the earth and the sky. Carry this feeling with you. You don't need a special place to meditate. You just need to remember your breath. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the village. I will see you in the next video. Stay in the flow. Stay in the one.